and check it out now. Well, that didn't take too goddamn long. Now, my thing recently has been that ever since 6ix9ine came out of jail, everybody who was mad vocal while he was taking a stand and while he was locked up, and it was their like duty to tell everybody and tell the little boys and girls, don't be a 6ix9ine because that's not good. You're going down a path. You're not built like that. You're not about that life. Whatever. Okay. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that because honestly, Meek Mill and YG and a bunch of others, they were talking a lot of truth, okay? However, I did find it mad hypocritical and highly coincidental that once 6ix9ine got out of jail and all the fans, because this is what we're seeing. Fans, they don't give a fuck. And I'm talking about the majority, right? So like 75% of fans say, we don't give a fuck if you snitch. We just want them to get shit lit. And then we have a lot of industry dudes who claim they're tough and they're gangster. They came from a certain background. They're like, oh, hell nah. We could never accept it. So the fans are one way, the industry thug rappers are another way, okay? Now, 6ix9ine gets out, all the fans are like, yo, finally, he's about to go live, shit lit, new music. They're not even thinking about like the case because that shit's done and gone. That's season 1. They're worried about season 2. However, we saw in light of his release, everybody who was talking while he was locked up be mad silent, okay? Meek ain't said a word. Okay, YG ain't said a word. Anybody else who was talking negative about him ain't said nothing since he got out. However, it looks like that tune is changing, and I'm glad it's changing because I like people to keep the same energy, and Meek Mill seems to be keeping the same energy. Now, Meek Mill got on Twitter today to address 6ix9ine going live, and he said, yo, I hope that rat going live to apologize to the people he told on or the victims. Y'all forgot that fast that a rat killed Nipsey? He wasn't even supposed to be on the streets. That's the only thing I'm going to say because he's dead. Left his baby mom and child like a coward as targets, okay? Now, pretty much he's kind of bringing up the Nipsey situation. I don't know if that's fair or not, but basically the whole story with Nipsey dying is that Nipsey supposedly went to like his shop, which is in the quote-unquote neighborhood, and he sees a guy who is of the gang affiliation that he's of. That guy is kind of outcasted because that guy is kind of referred to as a snitch. There was supposedly, quote-unquote, paperwork on that guy. Nipsey and others tell that nigga to leave. Nipsey basically say, you got to get the fuck on out of here. Apparently, the guy feels disrespected because Nipsey essentially is calling him a snitch, saying he can't be on the block. Him thinking, what the fuck, a celebrity is telling me I can't be in the neighborhood that I kind of grew up from because I'm a snitch, whatever. The dude gets hot-headed, goes to get a gun, comes back, shoots Nipsey, and kills him. Okay, that's the story, right? So Meek is saying that rat who, and he's obviously talking about the guy who killed Nipsey, he's saying if he did snitch, to be honest, if he didn't, he would have been in jail. So he would have not killed Nipsey. So because he snitched, he was free to be able to kill Nipsey. And that adds to the disdain that a lot of street dudes have about quote-unquote snitches and rats because they're saying people who are snitches and rats don't have a moral code, don't have any type of, like loyalty. And that's why they would kill somebody that was doing good for their community like Nipsey. Okay? Now, again, I'm going to commend Meek Mill on just keeping the same energy with 6ix9ine because, again, I've been waiting for him to keep the same energy with 6ix9ine, okay? Again, you can't be saying all that while he's locked up, then he gets free, then you act like you ain't see nothing, right? Now, how will 6ix9ine respond to it? I think he got to be very careful how he responds to it. I don't think he could really respond all gangsta wild because the prosecutors are watching. That's definitely true. But also, you don't want to look like a punk. But also, like, man, you have everybody looking at your direction. Do you really want to share that spotlight with, like, beefing with Meek Mill? Or maybe 6ix9ine in a very clever marketing way could make it seem like Meek is just a hater. So, again, I don't think he's going to be dealing or responding to Meek Mill like he responded to many people back when he was free the last time around, basically telling all of them to suck his dick and catch him in the field or the streets. I think, if anything, he'll probably, try to relate it. And I get, this is an angle, okay? Again, I'm just throwing out angles. One angle is this, okay? By the way, he's always going to have that card that, niggas fuck my baby mama, niggas robbed me, niggas about to kill my mama, and also niggas kidnapped me, okay? He'll use that angle to be like, that's the reason why I told on niggas, okay? Secondly, remember Meek Mill as well went through the penal system and, like Meek was in a not in a situation where he had to tell on people, but he was in a situation where he felt he was in unjustly. I don't know if he could relate that to himself because, to keep it real, like, all 6ix9ine situations that he was caught up in, he kind of set up like, you were the ringleader. You told niggas to shoot at Chief Keef. You told niggas to do all these things, right? So that, I don't know if you could pull that angle, but Meek was locked up as well. Maybe, I don't know, Meek tried to come home and pleading to the judge or whatever the case is, or maybe this Justice Alliance type of thing, or maybe the hypocrisy with that in terms of still kind of low-key promoting street shit, but then riding for justice reform. Maybe that's an angle that 6ix9ine could use to respond to it. I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to give it to Meek Mill here. I think Meek got a point, okay? And I think his point is just that, hey, coming back and just glorifying that you're still here and you're still on top doesn't do it justice for what you just been through. There's actual victims, people who were shot, people who were shot at, people who were traumatized, people who have been left without fathers, family members, and all type of people that were rolling with you. Those are the real victims in this. Maybe you should apologize to them, okay? And I think that's a fair point. I just don't know if he's going to get on his first live ever being apologetic when he's dropping a single. I think he's kind of going to be on a, I'm back type of mood. So we'll see how things go and if he responds to Meek at all. But I think Meek got a great point, and I'm going to give Meek a couple of points for actually keeping the same energy, okay? You got to keep the same energy, especially if you were saying something while someone was locked up and now they're free. Unless you had to change your mind. If you had to change your mind, that's fine. But if you haven't changed your mind, you kind of got to do what Meek just did, okay? What do y'all think about this? Is Meek quote hating? Because I seen that on my Instagram too. It's like, Meek is hating. Is he hating, or is he just like, being honest, okay? Or is he now, because I've always said, people like Meek and YG, they're the vocal minority. Because even though he has a point and he's tweeting it out and his voice is very amplified, like the masses of fans that are still going to support 6ix9ine, which is really the majority, they don't care. So really, Meek is the minority in this case. But you guys let me know. Get in the comments what you guys like and subscribe to Akademiks. 3 p.m. can't come quick enough.